Have you ever wondered how we as humans are called the most adaptable species? But then the adults or health conscious people, who I might just be a part of, say that this modern sedentary lifestyle of ours is quite dangerous. But can't we just adapt to a little bit of processed oil or weird chemically things? They definitely are way less dangerous than freaking Antarctica. What's so wrong with some burger? Or
Yes, Kareem.
our very early ancestors were vegetarian till about 2.5 million years ago. But then we started to eat meat. And in today's day and age, meat is a quite useful ingredient for a very healthy diet. Then can't our bodies just get habitual to a little bit of junk food? Nah. Nope, we can't. Well, at least not for a ton of 1,000 years. Institute of Animal Reproduction and Food Research from Polish Academy of Sciences says human genes can't keep up with adaptation to modern diet. Man, I feel like such a scientific researcher. Well, 50% of winning in most areas of our life just requires being a little bit geeky, you know? Don't worry, I'll do most of the dirty, nerdy work for ya. Anyways, yeah, the human epigenome, which is the stuff that records and directs changes in the DNA, actually is not adapting to the modern diet. Mainly because it's just been 50 years since stuff like
Yes, Kareem.
have become quite popular. Then does that mean we should eat unhealthy and yummy food just so that our future generations can get habitual to it? No, don't. You'll give yourself and your bloodline some chronic diseases. And also don't get me started on the sheer amount of unnoticeable disadvantages eating shit food gives us. Well, you know what? Let me get started. Lower dopamine baseline levels, thus low motivation, worse quality of work, worse mood, digestive issues, lower immunity, vitamin and mineral deficiency, worse skin and hair health, lower stamina, higher chances of kidney stones, heart disease and some types of cancer. And a lot more. But we have been sitting from ages, you know. So what is the problem with sitting a little bit more? And watching some red lines that magically turn multicolored and hit our face. Bro, this thing is so cool, bro. Look at this, look at this. So freaking cool. Well, we sat a lot less than we think. And also it's more about the frequency of the times we get going instead of the length of it. If you see farmers and tribal people from Africa and the eastern side of the world, you'll realize that they are quite healthy naturally. And they also sit a lot of times during the day. But they have to keep getting up every 15 to 30 minutes in most cases. We might think we should be habitual to prolonged sitting by now, but we forget how unimaginably long time has passed by. Like if we see from the time we emerged, for 99.5% of our existence, we human beings have been hunters and gatherers. Man, so much numerical data. While researching for this video, I found a very insane fact that literally blew my mind. I had to stick it back together. Our very early ancestors, or our current cousins, the apes, actually have very naturally low levels of physical movement. And they are quite lazy, to be honest. But we, 2 million years ago, chose to be little hunties and gathies to ensure survival. And thus our physiology adapted to the intense physical activity hunting and gathering requires. You don't get the seriousness of this. These apes can live a very lazy life and still suffer no health consequences, but if we do it, sometimes our heart vessels clog up. Miss Nature, if you're watching this, it's a bit unfair, don't you think? But what can we do? I'm only human. After all, I'm only human. After all, I put the blame on me. Diet and physical lifestyle of the modern world is definitely messing us up. But what about mental health? Hunties would be under more stress, wouldn't they? They were in danger nearly all the time. And also so many things to take care of, from fire to water to protection of living space. But if you think about it, their stresses were more practical. Like if they went out to hunt and on their way back they spot a bear in the path. Instead of getting depressed, they would figure out another way back to Sweet Home Cave. They would do problem solving. Is this a good shot? I don't know. But is the knowledge I'm sharing good? Oh hell yeah, it is. Our today's stressors are kind of lame and stupid yet harmful. Like some teacher giving us too much homework during our school and college days. Yeah, we can problem solve it and time out when we would do the work, but we usually don't. Also, problem solving doesn't deal with the fact that we have to work hard on something that we don't find meaningful. And things like breakups can just be solved by brainstorming. And as for the data, Yes, the researchers say the same. They say today's lifestyle makes us highly prone to higher stress. Anyways, it's damn time to exercise and answer. It's damn time to exercise and answer a call for adventure. Don't ever feel lonely, you've got an ally. Hey, didn't think you'd make it this far into the video. You really value knowledge, don't you? I'm really happy to see that. Right now, no one might do it, but I still appreciate your effort. I see it and I appreciate it. Keep going, mate.